when we have all these terrible situations going on and we can't change anything, what can you do? Well, the first thing is to understand that you can stay the same. All around there is panic and worry and hysteria. But you can stay the same. You can do it, you've always done, got up, looked after your health, do your job if you can, do your job being a parent, a spouse, a friend. So the first thing, the most important thing is to remember this will pass. We don't know what's going to happen. But you have to know, I'm going to be okay. I'm going to do everything to be okay. Because when you're stressed and anxious and worried, it upsets your immune system. Your immune system doesn't like stress, doesn't like worry. You know what it likes? It likes calmness. It likes positivity. It likes knowing that everything is going to be okay. So we're all stuck in our home, me too. I'm on the other side of the world from the people I love the most. But I make a decision every day, my life is good. So you need to get up, get out of bed, put your clothes on. You need to do the most basic things to make you well. That means eating well, hydrating, sleeping. It's very easy in times of crisis to go, I'm just going to eat lots of cakes and lie on the sofa and binge watch TV, because what else can I do? And I get that. You can lie on the sofa and binge watch TV, but do not eat loads of cakes, because sugar is an enemy of your immune system. Yes, you can have a little bit of something, but the hardest thing when you're feeling stressed is to do the very things you don't want to do. You don't want to exercise, you don't want to eat well, but that's what you must do. Create a place in your home and exercise every day, because it massively boosts your immune system. Meditate if you can, and I'm going to release today an amazing meditation to boost your immune system. Your immune system is your last line of defense when you can't get drugs, and we're being told that really there are no drugs for this virus, but the best drug you have is in you. Exercise to boost your immune system. Use the meditation I'm going to give you, or any other meditation, to boost your immune system. Eat foods that boost your immune system, particularly vegetables and things high in vitamin C. Hydrate a lot. And what is the fifth thing? Use your mind. Thoughts are things. When you get into, oh my God, it's all doom and gloom, the world as I know it will never be the same again, you're weakening your immune system. Be positive. How can you be positive? Well, look, don't we all go, gosh, I'd love some time for myself. I never have enough time. Well, now time is forced upon us, so use that time. Sort out your house, clear out stuff, learn something new, read those books, do an online course, work out at home, do anything you can. So remember, you have at least 5 things you can do. Do some form of exercise every day, meditate every day, eat right, sleep right, hydrate, but more than anything else, use your mind to stay calm. You know, I can think in my lifetime of so many things: HIV, SARS, the Gulf War, and we were told repeatedly life will never be the same again. Never ever be the same again. And you know what? It did go back to being the same again. And I think it will go back to being the same again. But you have a brilliant mind, and here's your choice, because we always have a choice. In a crisis, what choice do you have? Well, you have 2. Rationalize why you feel so terrible, or talk yourself out of it. The way you feel about everything, including this virus, is down to the pictures you make in your head and the words you say to yourself. And if the pictures are, nothing's going to be the same again, this is an apocalypse, it's all going to go terribly wrong, it's all doom and gloom, you will feel like that even if it's not true. And if you do the other, well, this is a blip, it's unfortunate, what can I find that's good about it? I've got lots of time for me. Then you will feel different.
Be preventative, man. Get healthy right now. Load up on vitamin C. Load up on vitamin D. Be positive, okay? Don't pass on all the rumors and the gossip and the garbage and the bullshit. Take time to be quiet within yourself and like say, get clear about where you're going. These are great times, by the way, to invest in yourself and start really clearing out the garbage. 2008 was great for me. Changed my whole life, okay? 2020 is going to be great for me and many others. Clean up your inventory, clean out your life. Get rid of the people in your life that have been negative, that have been maybe making you sick.
For those who've been throwing, hate at me for asking people to still believe in their dreams, to not give up on their dreams, to continue each day doing something to move the needle forward, no matter what it is. Because listen, even if you've completely gone into that super coping mechanism, or let's say for those who have really had massive mental health issues through this crisis, even any decent therapist would say, let's still find some things for you to do each day. Sometimes that might be you took a shower today. Sometimes that might be you washed the dishes, you made the bed, you remember to feed the kids. It can be simple things. So I'm not asking anybody to climb Kilimanjaro right now. I'm saying don't forget your dream. I'm saying don't forget you got a mission. I'm saying don't retreat so much into comfort and distraction that you don't engage what is real right now. And what is real, my friends? What's real right now? Crisis, need. People need you, and you can show up for them. That's true. We are being called to serve right now. We're being called to help right now. We're being called to be positive voices in each other's lives, really right now. If you've ever going to demonstrate your best self, why would that not be now? Because if you won't do it now, what does that really say about your values and judgment?
What I want to talk to you about is that four-letter word, that four-letter F word that'll mess you up. And it's not the word most people think of. It's the word fear. Right? We call it false evidence appearing real, F-E-A-R. But I tell people, for most people, it's more like F everything and run. That's what it really feels like when fear takes over. So if you're going to transform your life and you're going to get in your own business, and by the way, how much fear is there in the world right now with this coronavirus? I mean, it's crazy. I've been talking to doctors all over the world, and you see all this hype in the media, and certainly it's a real issue. But 600,000 people die every day or every year of the flu in the world, 80,000 people last year in the United States. In the last 2 months, we've had 26,000 people die of the normal flu, and we've had, 11 people, I believe, here now in the United States. So yes, it's something you have to deal with, but you have to use your mind and let the fear overcome you. And I feel like it's upside down. Because in reality, there are people dying. It's horrible. Any human dying is horrible. But the truth of the matter is more people dying of influenza A and B. There was an article in U.S. News & World Report. The title was Virus You Should Be Afraid Of. It's a whole different component. So, and that's what's really happening right now. People are overreacting. And so if somebody's elderly, if somebody has pre-existing, respiratory condition, something to be concerned about, you notice that the whole world is freaking out. We have an event we were doing in San Jose, California. One person passed away, was 60 years old, has no connection to China by the description of CDC or NIH, has no connection to anybody that they know of that's had the virus in any way, but she has the virus. Well, you have tuberculosis in your body, you have strep in your body, you have all kinds in your bodies, but it's not manifested. So the point is, you don't need to overreact. Yes, you need to be intelligent, not overreact.
A shift in perspective is how you change your life. And I know that sounds very simple, but rather than seeing this from the position of a victim, which is why me, I can't go outside, I can't go to Starbucks in the morning, I can't hang out with my friends. We can actually say, maybe ask ourselves, what can I learn from this? How can I grow from this? How can I use this to strengthen me and my family? A lot of people are scared right now, but if we didn't have pre-existing fear, then COVID-19 and the economic collapse could not activate our fear. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
If you're feeling afraid now, or lonely, or unbullish on the future, that's an opportunity for us to look within and say, how can I strengthen my fearlessness? I think ideally, when I look at Nelson Mandela became Nelson Mandela in the fires of Robben Island for 18 years, not when times were easy. And so there's two sports to play. There is the sport that most people are, the sport of the majority, which is, oh, it's a bad time, et cetera, et cetera. And of course, we all feel the sadness of what's happening to people who have it, and people losing their businesses, et cetera. Last 3 weeks in March, 10 million people became unemployed in the United States alone. Having said that, this is also a time for us to say, how can we use it to strengthen ourselves? How can we use it to have more impact? This is our moment for those of us who've been preparing for heroism and leadership.
If you want more advice, wisdom, guidance from other successful entrepreneurs on how you can navigate the coronavirus situation, check out the video right there next to me. I hope you find it valuable. Continue to believe, and I'll see you there.
To love your life, you must take some time that's just selfish.